So I have a customer that had a project come up and they need some little plates made. And so for me today, what I decided to do, I'm out of acetylene in my torch. And so I am testing out my PowerMax 30 Hypertherm machine to see if it can cut through this 3/8 stuff. I haven't had new tips on this thing for a really long time, so I now have new tips, everything all the way through. So I'm hoping that I can cut right through this 3/8 material, no problem. So what I did was I made a template. She brought the piece in that she needed, but she needed it right away. So she brought the piece to me. I cut it out in cardboard so I can have the template. And then I traced it onto my 3/8 plate. And so now I'm going to give it a go. I know with plasma cutting, if you're using the thicker material you use, the slower you have to go. So I'm going to go pretty stinking slow in order to cut this. And yes, I know I should be wearing ventilation. I know I should be wearing this helmet, all of those good things. But today, I'm not. So you guys are just going to have to deal with it. Put on these super rad safety goggles. And the lovely thing about this PowerMax is that it has a built-in air compressor. So I don't have an air compressor in my shop. All my tools are Milwaukee, so I don't really need an air compressor for anything I do. And so to not get one for a plasma cutter is pretty handy. So I mean, this I think is pushing it, 3/8 material, pushing it for this machine, but I'm gonna give it a go anyways. So it did cut through it, but it always has that little bit of slag that holds it on the bottom, but not enough. So that was pretty good. A lot cleaner than using an oxyacetylene. But it does have that big pile of slag at the end of it. I could use with a bigger machine for jobs like this. That is on the list of the many tools that I want for my shop. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to cut this other angle part. And then I have somewhere here my handy dandy straight edge using for cutting all the straight cuts. I could go ahead and cut that freehand, but if I don't have to, I don't have to. When I can just close my eyes and give it a go with a straight edge. So I'm going to keep cutting these. So let's check it out. So one trick that I know when you're cutting with the plasma, the hotter your material gets, the easier it's going to cut because you don't have to stop trying to preheat so much. But when you're cutting along your lines, you want to have it on a slight angle to push all that slag out of the way as you're cutting. So if you're going straight down or that way, the opposite way that you're going, it's not going to heat up the material as you're going. So this second cut is far better than the first cut. Maybe slow it down a little bit, but also having that angle, really good angle, but as this material gets hotter, it's less work for this machine, and the better that it's going to cut. And just for you guys, I'm going to give this straight cut, freehand straight cut, just to see how many cups of coffee I've had today, and if I can still do this. Let's get it. And when cutting in a straight line, I got taught at a very young age at one of my very first jobs, the way that you hold your hands for cutting straight lines or for cutting circles or anything. But having your hand with the torch in it rest in your other hand so that when you're doing it, you have something to pivot off of. Because if you're pivoting off of here, you're going to be a little bit wobbly. But you can hold your hand a little more straight when you're holding it with your free hand. There you go. what do you guys think? That was freehand. You can see that I like to get right on my soapstone lines. I always use soapstone so it doesn't come out complete. Or paint markers are good, but I like a thinner line, so I like to use soapstone. But you can see, still lots of slag, but I can probably get lots of that off with a chipping hammer. And then, obviously, just get this stuff off with a chipping hammer and give it a good grind with the grinder. But, as you can see, it turned out pretty good. I'll grind this up, and then I can use that as my straight edge for my next marking. But I have to build 6 of these. Yes, I had in the CNC table. That would be best, but I don't have one. So for now, this is what I'm doing. Getting these cut up for my friends. And yeah, that is my PowerMax 30 Air. I love it. Again, could use a bigger one, but this is just what I have to work with. So now I have to cut out all the rest of the pieces. I'm going to build myself one so I can have a template so I can keep it for when the next time that she needs these same things built. And yes, friends, I know. I should be wearing a helmet. I should be wearing a respirator. This isn't necessarily the darkest. So if you're doing this at home, definitely make sure that you have the right PPE. I'm just doing this so I can show you guys how this goes. But for now, I'm going to go all the rest of them.